Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Marlou and this is Amanda Books, and today I'm going to show you my June wrap up, and I read 12 books this month. I'm so excited. Last month I read 6 books, so this is like double that. I'm really happy with that. Oh my god, when I'm sitting here talking, I have eye contact with people sitting in their yard. That is so awkward. But it's raining, go inside. Okay, I'm just gonna dive right in because I don't want this video to be too long. So I was already halfway through this book. It's Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I finished this on vacation and I gave it 3.8 stars. I really enjoyed this book. This is just a autobiography by Dolly Alderton, and it's mostly about friendship and working and just your life throughout your teens, 20s and 30s. This is very marketed towards millennials, so I'm not a millennial, so I'm not exactly the person for this book, but I just really enjoyed it, and I love the writing. I didn't rate it higher because I don't like, there are a lot of lists in here that just felt like it was like fine, but it's not like super like literary or anything, and there were a lot of recipes, and I just don't think that I'm not saying like she should have left that out because it's her book, she can do whatever she wants, but I'm not gonna read a recipe, so I'm just skipping that, and that feels kind of like weird. But I really enjoyed the book. After this book, I read Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone. If you're like, you're not holding up a book, but you read it, what's up with that? If I don't have the copy, I already sold that one because I sell all my books. So if you ever in my videos see a book that you really want to like buy secondhand, hit me up. Yeah, Every Last Word. It was okay. There was a plot twist that I saw coming right from the start, and other than that, it was about poetry, but it was not really good poetry that the people wrote. So it was just a fine book, but it's just a 3 stars. And then I read The Summer Book by Tove Jansson. This is a small book. I thought this book was going to be different. It's very much like different stories within a book. Just each chapter has a little subject, and it's about a grandma and her granddaughter, and it's just funny and cute. But it's also like a little bit removed from me because I was like, ooh, fun, summer on an island, but it's like an island, like I cannot even imagine what it's like, you know what I mean? It's like kind of deserted and everything. It's different than what I expected, but I definitely enjoyed it. Like, it was pretty funny and just beautifully written, just not my type of book. And then I read 7 Ways We Lie by Riley Redgate. This book is about 7 teenagers who are all sort of involved in a way in a sort of like little scandal. So I was really into it because it kind of gave me like Pretty Little Liars vibes, and then towards the end things got like resolved really easily, so I was just like, it's a fun book, right? But it's like YA, it's not like super deep or anything. After this one, I read The Memory Book by Lara Avery. I cried at the end. You can see that in one of my vlogs. I didn't have like high expectations for this book at all, but it did catch me, catch the feels. It did feel real, and the end is beautiful, and yeah. And then we get into the books that I read when I was back from vacation. So the first book I read was Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier. This book is about a woman who loses her toddler because he gets kidnapped, and then she finds out her husband is cheating, so she is going to fix that problem because she cannot fix the kidnapping. I give this 4 stars. I think this is a good thriller. It kept me on my toes. Well, it was not like scary thriller. I also found out who it was pretty early on, but other than that, I still enjoyed this book. I liked it. Okay, it's another day. Ignore that I look different. I also read In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado. I listened to it as an audiobook on Nextory, and I give it 4 stars. I think it's a beautiful story about domestic abuse in a queer relationship, and how that is something that's not talked about enough, written about enough. And it was a wonderful written story. It's a memoir, so it actually happened, and it felt so honest, and it felt like reading the book, starting the book, I didn't know who the abuser was going to be, because there were not like these huge red flags. And I just think that's a great way to write a book about domestic abuse, because you as a reader think like, I didn't see any red flags, so it could have happened to me. I could have been in a relationship like this. It escalates slowly, you know? And then I read Happy Place by Emily Henry. This book was hyped up so much. People said it was her best book. I gave 5 stars, everything. And I just had high expectations, but then I read it, and it's like, it comes in third place. First place being Beach Read, second place Book Lovers, and then Happy Place takes the third place. It has this kind of same trope as book 4, People We Meet on Vacation, which is miscommunication. And it's just, this book didn't do it for me. The first half, I was really enjoying it. It started with how they met. The bantering between them is fantastic. Emily Henry knows how to make chemistry and like funny things actually seem funny and cute and everything, and she's so good at that. But throughout the book, like, the main character, I just couldn't relate to her at all. She's just such a, I don't know, I'm more of like a, I have a problem, I'm gonna say something about it, and she's more of a like, I'm gonna let everything happen to me, and then I'm gonna be surprised when things go wrong. Not really my thing. And then I did like Win, but he was too touchy for me. Like, they're on like this annual trip with their friends, and they're just like dry humping each other in front of their friends, and they're like 30. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really normal adult behavior, like abnormal. Like, if I would do that with my boyfriend in front of friends, they would be like, we're never gonna invite you again. You know, that's kind of rude. So like, I don't know. And I didn't love it. I wanted to love it so much, you know? So I was really open-minded to it. I was like, just gonna let it go in. So unfortunately, I was a little bit disappointed by it. So I gave it 3.5 stars. Yeah, I just really wanted it to be a 5-star read, you know? I just really wanted it to be good, but miscommunication trope is just like, can it ever be a 5-star read? You know what I mean? I don't think it can. Then I read 5 Star 5 by Holly Jackson. I'll put the rating in the screen because I have no idea. This book all takes place in an RV. These 6 friends are being surrounded by a killer, and the book is about that. I just didn't feel the connection with the characters, and yeah, like, if I don't care much for people, it's less scary. The books by Holly Jackson are just super easy to read, and that's lovely. Then I read Several People Are Typing by Kelvin Kasilke. I give this book like 2 stars. I did not get this book. This book is all in text messages, and they're sort of like in an office, like online, and they're just talking to each other. They're using a lot of emojis and gifs. Laugh emoji, sunset gif. You know what I mean? Like, huh? And this book is marked as funny. I don't think this is funny at all. It says like, it has like The Office vibes. I'm currently watching The Office. I laugh at The Office. I did not laugh at this. Also, there is literally sexual assault in this book. I'm just gonna say that. I don't think it's a spoiler, because they're just like, oh, that's fine. What? Like, I almost forgot it, and then I went to read the reviews, and I was like, what are they talking about? And then I remember, because it was just so brushed over, like someone like confesses to like literally raping someone, And then they're like, oh, that's cool. I just wish I would have been awake for that. What? What? That is so obvious written by a man who has never encountered any sexual assault in his life. I don't get it. I read this book because Jack Edwards gave it 4 stars. I don't get it. By the way, this story, I should just talk about the story. The main character disappears into like the internet, so he cannot like move his body anymore, and then the help center dude takes him over. So like it's super weird. And then I'm like, okay, how the fuck are they going to resolve this? And they just do it. They just resolve the... Don't read this. I mean, do if you want. And then I read The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante. This is the second book in the series. It took me quite a while to finish. It's kind of a big book, and it's just a lot of names, a lot of long sentences. And I enjoyed it. But with this series, like, people love this. People talk about this like this is the best thing in the world, and I can see that these books are beautifully written and they're thought out, and everyone has a different character, and I can see that it's good. I would never say it's not good. However, everyone in this book is kind of a bad person. Every husband or man or boy abuses his partner and his sister, and everyone's mother sucks because they've been abused, and all the women are like acting irrational and like, you know, hysterical because they're abused, first by their fathers and brothers and then by their husbands. And it's just, I mean, it's good because it's like you can see that cycle of abuse just goes through everyone, and everyone sucks because of it. But while you're reading it, it's like, who am I supposed to root for? Like, it's just, I don't like anyone in these books. Like our main character, Elena. Oh my god. There's literally this crane bending toward my house. No, but because the whole internet is like saying the most amazing stuff about this book, I just want to say, like, if you don't enjoy books that are about unlikable people and there's not really like a big plot or anything, it's not for you. So I enjoyed reading this book. Okay, I did enjoy it. I just don't understand the love it gets, because I can see it's good, but I can't make myself love it because I hate all these people. Yeah, everyone sucks, basically. And then the last book I read was Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I read it on Next Story as an ebook. I didn't have high expectations for it at all. It's kind of that typical like cute romance, predictable and everything, but I did like it. I'm not really a big romance fan because of the predictability, I guess, but I mean, it was fine. It was predictable. It had its fun moments. It was a fine book. I enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5 stars because it's a YA romance and it doesn't need to be some like literary perfection thing. So yeah, that was everything. Those were all the 12 books I read this month. It was a great reading month. Being on vacation, reading 5 books on vacation helped a lot, of course. But after that, I just kept powering through. I'm currently no longer behind on my reading goals, so that's great, and I just really enjoy making these videos on this channel. So if you have not seen the videos yet, go check them out. I do a lot of challenges and everything, and I just really enjoy reading and sharing that with you. Okay, I hope you guys had a great reading month and enjoyed this video, and I would love to see you next time. Bye!